sitting in a motel room in Murdo, South Dakota, and it was gray and rainy when I got here, and it's still gray and rainy this morning, so it's gonna be a wet ride this morning. I'm gonna try to stop at a motorcycle shop in Rapid City. They actually are a CFMoto dealership as well, but they don't open until 9, and so I have to wait. So that's the situation. I'm gonna just see if I can get a new chain, and hopefully that solves the problem.
So y'all ever see Stephen King's The Mist? That's what I feel like right now. I feel like there's gonna be giant monsters popping out of this oblivion in front of me and just swallow up my soul here. Hey, there's Mountain Time Zone. Check it out. Woohoo! You can't go through the Badlands part of South Dakota and not visit Waldrug. Come on. It's like a rite of passage, for crying out loud. Coffee and donuts. 5-cent coffee. We're doing it. So back there at the Waldrug, I was waiting for it to open. I had about 20 minutes to kill. And I sat out front on a bench with 5 other motorcyclists, all retired, all Harley riders. And man, we had a great conversation. I wish I would have caught it on video, but it was just so organic. It just kind of happened on the spot, and my camera was back on my bike. But just, it's really cool to like interact with other travelers, other explorers, find out where they're from, hear their stories, just hear why they're out here, what they're hoping to find. It's inspiring. Oh man, I'm feeling good. Let's hope they can help me out. They are a KTM dealer too, which means I can get my oil here, hopefully. Oh, there's nobody here, which hopefully means that they'll be able to see me. Do you want me to take off all the panniers and stuff? I can like unload some stuff off it.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
The bike is back in my possession, and it's got a new chain. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. I asked him about the plastics. He says, don't worry about it right now. You can get that replaced when you get home. I mean, it's basically doing its job, keeping the chain sort of from wobbling too much. But yeah, it has, you know, eaten away quite a bit. They adjusted it to the proper slack, so now I have a good reference point of what it should be. So fingers crossed that we get up to speed and everything looks good. Oh, look at that beautiful, perfectly straight chain. She looks gorgeous. The bike already feels so much smoother. Like I'm not getting that weird secondary resonant vibration. Let's get her up to speed. Oh yeah, it's just shifting so smoothly now. And that chain is just coasting like butter. So we're back in the game, my friends, back in the game. So if we can just go steady and consistently today, stop for gas, stop for food quickly, I think we can still make up some time and do okay. Hey, look at that. Welcome to Wyoming. Hot diggity dog. Well, I think my visit to Wyoming may have been more short-lived than my visit to Kentucky. We are at the gas station that is quite literally a half a mile across the border, and we got gas and now we're leaving and heading back the direction that we came. So hello Wyoming, goodbye Wyoming, you've been so good to me. I will miss you. I guess it is pretty here, I will say. Now we head the 10 miles back to Spearfish, head north up to North Dakota. Well, we're in the town of Belfort, South Dakota, known as the town featuring the Geographic Center of the US, including Alaska and Hawaii, I think. There's multiple geographic centers, so it's kind of a nuanced point, but regardless, this town prides itself on being the national center. Let's go take a look really quick. There it is, just like I remember it. The Geographic Center of the nation. Right there. That's pretty cool. Well, that was fun. Goodbye, Geographic Center. Very cool. Worth the 3-minute stop. Always cool to see a Geographic Center. Get a load of this road. You can see like 10 miles and there's nobody on this road. I love it. I love that we own this road. We can just crush top speed, eat up some miles, and get some really stunning scenery. Look at all these flowers. Remarkable. Oh, there's a pronghorn out there, a whole mess of them. That's pretty cool. So, you know, I've got to say, and I don't know if this is just because I'm in a good mood now, because I got my bike all sorted and the weather's better, but I really think that this highway, right now, my experience on this highway, mixed with the cool wildflowers and the fact that there's no one on this road, it's completely wide open. I think this stretch is my favorite bit of road so far on this entire journey. It's got me kind of emotional. This is like, you know, almost 7,000 miles into this journey, looking for something, I don't know, like restless, trying to scratch some indescribable itch, this wanderlust I have, and I'm on this road right now, all by myself, soaking it in, memorizing all the little details, and it's exactly moments like these that are why I do these things. Exactly moments like these, and sometimes it takes many days and many thousands of miles to find that moment, that poignant moment that just speaks to you. And I'm in that moment right now. All right, so we're gonna take a little detour here. I wanted to check out a place that I have a very interesting memory from. So up in these hills in the distance here, there is a campground called Picnic Springs. I'll never forget the name of it. And many years ago, when I was on my road trip up here to do the North Dakota High Point, I stayed at this campground just because I found it randomly on a map and it looked like a good place to stay. Of all the places that I have camped in my life, this place was by far, hands down, the creepiest. And so I want to go check it out again because I remember it being weird and unsettling, and we're here and it's only like 3 miles off the road to go check it out. It's just up in these hills up here, and so we haven't been off-road on this entire trip for the most part. So heck man, let's go check it out. Not a single sign advertising this campground. Like, where are we going, right? You'd look at this road and be like, what is this place? Where are we going? There's no indication whatsoever that this is a legit campground. Oh, this looks familiar. Yes, this is it. This is definitely it. Picnic Springs Campground. There it is. And there's the outhouse. Yes. This is totally it, man. Look at this place. This is just like I remember it. There is not a soul up here. Not a soul. It is creepy as hell. And my campground, or my campsite, was right in here. This is where I remember waking up in the morning and seeing the cows appearing out of the mist. It was so freaky, man. This was my campground right here. Right here. Yep. That was it. Oh man, look at that cool like picnic table tucked in. This place, man, it's just like off the charts spooky. All right, well, that was fun. A cool little detour, just as creepy as I remember it. Maybe not as quite as creepy because we didn't have the super low fog that we had the first time we were up here. I am glad we came up here. It was a worthwhile detour. It only cost us about 15 minutes. And given that we didn't do any of the other stuff, I think this was cool. Picnic Springs Campground. Give it a visit and see if you are equally creeped out trying to stay the night there. Well, we had a little spill back there. Very frustrating. The one time I decide to go off-road, we wipe out, and it's my own fault. As I was going down that hill, I lost all traction and I gave it a little bit too much front brake, and the bike just wouldn't stop and it just went out, and my ankle hurts really bad. So I can definitely move it so it's not broken, but I definitely messed it up pretty good. I mean, it was a pretty slow speed, minor crash. The bike seems to be fine handling now. My airbag vest didn't go off. I never was far enough from the bike. So even though I left the bike, it didn't have enough force to pull the airbag vest. So what I think I need to do is I need to tighten it. It's too loose, because it should have gone off there, and thankfully I didn't land very hard, and I don't feel any pain anywhere in my upper body. I just feel pain in my ankle. I don't know, maybe it's broken. I feel like I would know if it was broken, but then again, I'm like cranked full of adrenaline right now. I will say it was surprisingly easier to pick up the bike than I was expecting. I was just expecting it was gonna be really heavy, and I took off the boxes and it went right up. So for a 500 plus pound bike, I was shocked at how easy I was able to lift it. I was having such a good day too. Such a good day. Anyway, it wouldn't be an adventure without a spill. Let's hope that's our only one. Oh, just get me back on this pavement. Whoa. Well, that was certainly a stop to remember. Oh, yeah, something's clicking in my ankle. Like, it's like every time I rotate it, it like goes pop, 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 pop. So, may not be a good sign. Yeah, that could be a problem. We are in big sky country, as they like to say now, and it is a big sky. Welcome to Montana, where we've got 80 miles left on this secondary highway. I don't even know what road this is. Highway 12 maybe? And then we will pop back into I-90, where we will have that sucker for 300 miles. Montana is massive. The thing that I distinctly remember about Montana from many years ago, when I did a road trip across the United States right out of college, the speed limit sign just said reasonable speed. And I remember thinking, what the hell does that mean? Like, that's so arbitrary. What is reasonable? It's such a qualitative term. How do you define that? And I just remember being blown away. And I was like, well, shoot. I've never brought a car up to 100 miles per hour before. I always wanted to just do it once. Let's go get up to 100. Oh, 100. Okay, so now twice in my life I've gotten a vehicle up to 100 miles per hour. Whew, I'm never doing that again. I figured it was still early enough in the day to have one more fun adventure. And so this evening we have on the menu fuel anxiety, because yeah, we love that. I forget that in Montana you can't pass a gas station, you gotta fuel up. And so I passed the gas station back there, and now I got 42 miles of range, and the next gas station's in 20 miles. So we're gonna be cutting it close. All right, yeah, we got 26 miles of fuel range left, and the exit is right up here. So we definitely pushed this further than I pushed it on the entire ride. Oh, both of those are out. All right. Oh, that one's out too, man. Well, would you look at this? We've got sunny skies in the distance, but more importantly, we've got snow-covered big mountains right there. Our first peak at the Rockies. Yeah, baby, Montana delivers. Some big old mountains right there, just 70 miles short of Bozeman. We're getting a spectacular evening out here. The sun is still creeping out from behind these clouds. We got rays of sunshine beating down on the road and snow-covered mountains. Man, what a day! What a day! Man, we had 400 in Montana, and they went by surprisingly fast. I had the tunes cranking, I was jamming out, singing along, and you know, before I knew it, I was like, I got 150 miles, and then before I knew it again, I was like, dang, we're down to 60. So it's like, I don't know, man, it's just really pretty, and it's been fun to ride through Montana. I think so far, this has been my favorite state. All right, well, we've made it to our hotel here in Bozeman. It's right at 9 o'clock. All right, we are 127. Oh yeah, ankle's definitely hurting. Oh, look at that, we've got ourselves a room. Well, my friends, the plot thickens. My little spill at like 5 miles per hour on the gravel seemed very inconsequential. The damage to the bike is minimal. All stuff that can be replaced pretty easily, like crash bars and like plastic fairings and things. The bigger issue is the ankle. So I thought it wasn't that bad. And then I came back to this. Yep. That's not looking so good. The good news is I can walk on it. I can move it around. Like, you know, I can move it. I can stand on it. So it's like, I don't think it's broken. The smart person in me says, tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, I think I'm going to go to urgent care. There's one that's like right across the street. And I'm just going to say, can you give me an x-ray just to rule it out? And if it's broken, I don't know what happens then. I guess everything's just over. And oh man, this is like the third time I've said everything is over. If they take an x-ray and they're like, it's just really badly sprained, strap it up really crazy with bandages, compression, and ride on, well, then I guess I ride on. But of course, then I'll be behind again tomorrow. I was really excited to get an early start tomorrow and gain that hour back. But man, it's just fighting me this whole trip. There's always something. If I finish this thing, it will be the most well-earned thing that I've ever done.
other than maybe my dissertation and maybe my big through hikes. I guess Barkley too. But I mean, this is, you know, it's like just curveball after curveball. But yeah, for now, I'm going to get ready for bed. I'm going to elevate all night with ice, and hopefully it feels better in the morning. That's the update. That's day 7. Started off great with a chain repair. I was feeling great. Riding was beautiful. I literally had a moment where I was like riding up north through South Dakota, and like, this is my favorite section of road I've on the whole trip so far. I mean, I was like riding high. And then I was like, let's take this little detour over to this Picnic Springs campground so I can tell you a fun story. And went up and zipped around, and then on the way back, like literally like 30 feet from the end of the road, and it was just a steep enough gradient with like loose gravels and rocks that when I engaged the brake just a little bit to slow down, it had no purchase and it just started sliding. And so I was either going to go straight off into the ditch, or I just had to lay it down and kind of like dive off the bike. And that's what I did. But apparently it caught my ankle. If I would have just been going a little bit slower and just a little bit more careful down that descent, we'd be here tonight celebrating that we have an early start tomorrow to an amazing trip on a brand new chain, and that we're on the home stretch. But instead, I'm going to be going to an urgent care, crossing my fingers that I don't have a fracture in my foot. Anyway, maybe there'll be a day 8 tomorrow. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, shoot, it's a regular party here in Coeur d'Alene. Some serious traffic for this little mountain town. This right here feels like it would be the most unforgiving if I were to have like a motorcycle breakdown